All right, let's fucking knock this bitch out.
Do you have any topics in mind?
No, whatever. Let's just be really inappropriate. if anything, let's just try to make fun of like a community that doesn't like being made fun of.
Every community ever.
Let's make fun of the Pokemon community.
What's wrong with the Pokemon community?
I like when I said that, I wasn't thinking you were wearing Pokemon.
You fucking dumbass. You like that ass just gave me this costume to wear.
All right, so this is gonna be the beginning of the Mental My Smart podcast, episode 28, the Halloween special that we weren't prepared for. Spooky. Damn, we should actually, like if I actually like went for it and actually did it, I feel like I could have done something with the room to make it look more spooky instead of just giving you a janky ass Pokemon Pikachu outfit and then me wearing this random bear outfit.
Thunder Buddies.
Yeah, it's supposed to be from Ted.
Oh, yeah.
Thunder Buddies.
Yeah, I never watched it.
Thunder Buddies. You remember that? That's a song.
No, I never watched it.
You never watched it? Missing out. But you seen Borat 1, right?
Nope.
No, yeah, you're missing out.
I know. I've been trying to find it.
Amazon.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, can I borrow your Amazon account?
Yeah, of course.
I bet.
So we're gonna have a really good podcast. Something that we're gonna do, something brand new. I want to say thank you to each and every single one of you listening in. Everything that you guys have done to promote my podcast is fucking amazing. Thank you guys for the shout outs. Thank you guys for telling your friends and family. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for listening in. This podcast is completely ignorant, no facts, just opinions. Even when we say and we have like serious topics on here, again, it's pretty much just opinions from a mental to another mental, and then maybe sometimes we'll have a smart person in here and they'll say something smart, but us being mentals, we'll say something really stupid, and that's why it's a really entertaining podcast. You know what I mean? So I think that's why people really fuck with this podcast, why they enjoy it. Whenever they have like a 30-minute drive in traffic, they hear us and it calms them down from killing the guy that is stopping every 5 seconds in front of them. You know what I mean?
Dude, that shit fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah, it does. So thank you guys so much. Something that I'm going to do is, and this is, and I don't think Eddie has even heard me say this because I haven't told him because I didn't want him to cheat somehow, right? I'm going to do a giveaway. So I'm going to do like a $50 PayPal, Cash App, whatever it is, giveaway to one of our listeners. So I'm not going to do it this podcast and this episode. I'm going to do it on the next episode. And pretty much, I think the way that I'm going to do it is, all you have to do is shout me out, tag 2 people in the shout out, and then tag me in it too. I'm going to write your name down in the shout out. But it's important that if you do shout out the podcast, that you got to put at Mental My Smart on Instagram. That way, I can see that you did it, and then I'm gonna like draw your name out. Or should I do like $25? That way I'll do up to like 4 people get something.
You know what? I'm feeling kind of generous. Let's do 1,000.
All right,
pennies.
So we're gonna do $1,000 now that Eddie said it.
No, I said pennies, dog. Chill.
Okay, so I'm not really sure yet, but it's gonna happen on the next podcast when I announce the full-blown giveaway. This is just like me just thinking about it. But yeah, so I think that's how it's going to work. More information is going to come in the next podcast. So again, thank you so much to everybody that listens. And another thing is, I wanted to do this giveaway whenever one episode hit 500 listeners, I wanted to do the giveaway. And that 500 listeners was like a month ago. So I'm pretty far behind on my giveaway. But yeah, I really want to do that. So something that we haven't done before either. We're going to tell you our weeks. This is something new that I'm introducing. So I'm going to go first, or Eddie's going to go first. And he's going to tell you guys about his week from this podcast, from the previous podcast. So again, brand new. It's a new thought, a new interrogation. What did I say?
What?
Interrogation?
Interrogation?
Interrogation. Is that what interrogation?
I don't know what the fuck you're trying to say.
When you put something new into something, you're
integrating.
And you're say it again.
Fuck,
you said it right. You said it right.
Intrigating.
So I'm gonna see. Now it sounds so stupid because I've said it so many times that it doesn't even sound like a word. When you say the same word over and over and over and over, that is like, is this really English?
Imagine trying to say that drunk.
So yeah, we're gonna implement something brand new, and that's Eddie starting off with this week. Go ahead, Eddie.
Do you want to start off, Eddie? Sure.
See, he already knows the routine.
All right. So from the last time that we were here, I still been working. Oh, actually, no. Oh yeah, we did talk about that. Yeah, I've been trying to keep up on this diet, bro. It's getting tougher and tougher as the holiday season is coming.
Right.
Because I feel like a lot of my fucking clients, you know, they'll be like, hey, vamos a hacer tamales. Or hey, vamos a hacer fucking pozole. Or even just my family members too. And it's just fucking tough, dude. Because it's like, man, I get home and there's like fucking messages talking about, come over. Like, we're having fucking pozole. And it's just like, do I really want to go? Or do I want to go work out? Fuck it. Nah, I haven't fucked it all the way yet, but it's getting tough, dude. It's getting tough out here.
So you had pozole?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
I've been invited to eat pozole 3 times though in the past week. So it's fucking like difficult.
Right.
It's very tempting. I also I'm working at that other job now, bro, a little bit more, bro. And let me tell you, man, it's fucking crazy, bro. It's crazy. Earlier today when I got off of work, or right before I was getting off of work, someone was so drunk. And this is like fucking 4 p.m., bro. Somebody was so fucking drunk. They threw up all over the table, bro.
Really?
Yes, dude. And this is off of brunch.
Like a rich guy, right?
A rich girl. But yes, it was a woman. Whoa,
There
bro.
we go. Hell yeah. And then?
Dude, and it was just like, what the fuck? And it's funny because so the way that the table was set up is it's like a S that separates the table, right? And the next table was out here like popping bottles and shit, bro. Like they had like you know, fucking expensive ass bottles of Don Julio. And on the other side, this girl was just throwing up and they were just like looking, and then they would take their drinks, bro. I was just like, nobody gives a fuck about this girl like that's throwing up like all over the couch and table.
They're probably used to it, honestly.
Bro.
When you think about it, I feel like they do that because they're so like, damn, I've seen that before.
Yeah, and I was just like, what the fuck? I'm not cleaning that up. I don't get paid enough for that shit.
You kind of do.
Oh.
So the place that he works at, that he's saying, is like this place where like in Dallas where rich people go to eat, or just go because they just have a lot of money and they want to have a really fancy environment, or spend $500 on a piece of chocolate that's plated in gold. So it's a really super high-end restaurant, and so I feel like whenever like the girl throws up, they're like, we've seen this, if not we've seen worse. So I think that's why they were like, whatever.
Yeah, a majority of the people were like, whatever. Some people were like, and then some dude was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go throw some coffee beans on it to cover the smell while someone comes and picks it up.
They did that?
Yeah, bro.
That's not a bad idea.
No, it's actually a great idea. You know, they fucking do that for colognes, right? Like if you're gonna be cologne shopping or whatever, they give you a little jar of coffee beans. You smell that, you smell the cologne. You smell that, you smell the next one, because it like makes you neutral.
What were you about to say? Frijoles?
Yeah. You caught that?
Yeah, that's all I needed to know out of a Mexican when they get beans mixed up and they go
es que soy de rancho, you know?
frijoles. So yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Anything else happened this past time, since the past time of the time?
Yeah, bro, I got really drunk last night too.
Again?
Yeah.
Really drunk?
It was your fault.
Yeah, so we went to our friend Ricky's. It was his Halloween event, his party that he had. So you know, he invited me, invited Eddie. We went. It was pretty fun. I was the designated driver because I'm really responsible. Okay, you know, once you reach a certain level of maturity,
Mature.
Yeah, I'm really mature for my age.
Mature.
Actually, I've been told by many people that I have the wisdom of a 67-year-old.
Many people. Who the fuck tells you have the wisdom of a 67-year-old?
Cindy.
Who's Cindy?
Valdez.
Shut the fuck up, making up names of child. Ooh.
You asked me who, and I'm giving you names. I can give you like 10 more names.
No, you're just making them up. You literally be like, Cindy?
No, I wasn't. I can give you way more names.
And then I said, and then when you were trying to say her last name, you said, Valdez? Like, you were thinking.
You know, all like, if people compliment you and they tell you something, you know all of their last names? It's
Isn't it-
really
So do you know her last name? Was that really her last name?
It was.
You're such a fucking.
I can name so many people. I can name 20 people off the top of my head.
20 people that you know.
Yeah, personally.
Hey, bro, get off your Instagram, bro.
Hold on, let me go to my follower list. So, Joe, Anaya, Guadalupe, Jay, Chris, Nick Torres, Delilah or Delgado, George Martin,
Shout outs
Jack
to all these
Nava,
people on the list.
Anthony, KCast Studios. His last name is Studios. It's weird, but that's what his last name is. They've all said that I have the wisdom of a 67-year-old.
It's just because you're getting older, bro. That's all it is.
Yeah, the wisdom of a 67-year-old that's all for segregation.
Oh, are you?
That's what I would think a 67-year-old would have. If anybody ever tells you have the wisdom of an old man, and then it's supposed to sound like a compliment, right?
Yeah.
But then if you think of where the old people really grew up in segregation, and that's what they're used to when they were my age, and then I'm like, wait a minute.
Whoa, hold on.
I'm not.
Take it back a step.
Whites only, blacks only. Where would I go?
I'm not even white.
We wouldn't be allowed in white restaurants, right? Back then, in like the 60s.
Dude, we'd probably be in Mexico,
50s?
bro.
No, but there were Mexicans over here. But I'm saying they wouldn't. Where would we go?
Yeah, I think we weren't allowed in the white people places either. I think
The black people?
anyone of colored of colored skin,
So
right?
colored only. Oh, that's.
Yeah.
But there was one that was black. Oh, okay.
Because there was like color, wasn't there like colored only
Yeah.
shit and
Yeah, man. Fuck those water fountains. Anyways, honestly, them shits are probably hot.
Bro, did you know that in France? Okay, this is like crazy. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what my thought process was. So I was thinking about water fountains, and I was thinking about how there's public water fountains, and then I was thinking about how there's public water fountains all over like the world,
The
right?
world, except for certain parts. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
No, okay, yeah. And then it just made me think like, what other public services are there? And in France, there's public urinals, dude. Like
There's public urinals everywhere. It's called public bathrooms.
like no, like literally, like in public, like peeing outside in front of people is not a weird thing. Like it's not like you have to go into a bathroom. It's like there's a stall randomly, just like on the side of a wall.
That's not a bad idea. The United States is very far behind in those implementations of the world.
Yeah, bro, we don't fucking use bidets here. Like
we should use bidets.
hell yeah, dog. What the fuck?
Man, let me tell you something. Talking about bidets, so somebody used one of the bathrooms in my house and they left paper. When a girl, they go and sometimes they wipe. So the weird thing about women, when they go to the bathroom to pee, they wipe their pee. You know what I mean? They wipe their vaginas. When they go to the bathroom to pee, they wipe their private parts, right?
Yeah.
Weirdos, right? Guys, when we go pee, we give it 2 to 3 shakes. And then, if you shake it anymore, you're going to catch a boner. So 2 to 3 shakes and then you're done, right? But we don't wipe our private parts, right? So women do that.
Yeah.
So a woman was using my bathroom, and what ended up happening is when she got done wiping, she just dropped the paper. And I guess that's what a lot of them do. Boom, wipe, drop it, right? So I went to go use the bathroom. So when I used the bathroom last night, I also drank and took shots, but I ate pizza from this new spot because I don't like going to Domino's and Pizza Hut. So, trying new things because, I'm really mature. And we tried this new spot of pizza, big ass pieces. It was $20. Wasn't worth $20. Never going back again. It was whatever, right? I give it like a 6 out of 10 on my Barstool reports of
You a big time critic
of pizza, and so that happened. I'm kind of lactose. There was a lot of cheese in that pizza. So this morning, woke up, boom, straight to the bathroom. So like you ever, and it's about to get really nasty, but you ever go to the bathroom and you leave like an island?
What do you mean?
An island where your shit overflows the water and then it becomes an island. Underneath there is a big ball of just duty. But then at the top, it's like a mountain, right? Like an island.
And then you put a little flag on it before you flush it.
Right. So it's like an island, right? You ever done that? You ever pooped so much that you make an island in your toilet?
Yeah, it's happened before.
Right?
Hell
so
yeah.
I did that today, right? Oh, huge fucking island.
Fuck, I bet you
half
were
the
excited.
size of Hawaii. If anything, like this shit would have been counted as a new territory what I created. So I went to go flush. that thing started fucking clogging up.
Oh my god.
And then in between the clog up, I see paper. And I'm like, wait a fucking minute. Why is there paper? That's because the person that used it before me flushed paper or left paper in the toilet.
Yeah.
I go to use it. I create an island. That island is now overflowing. And that island is in a drought. And I'm just not in a drought, in a fucking, what's it called?
Tsunami.
It's like a tsunami of just, it's a whirlpool of dookie. And I'm like, this is disgusting. This is how my day is starting. Today is going to be such a beautiful fucking day. Let's fucking do this.
Bruh.
And that happened. It was really nasty. Luckily, I'm half a plumber and I unclogged it.
You're half a plumber?
Half.
Well, how does that work?
I'm not certified, but I can.
Oh, you don't have a license?
I don't. So I'm half. So I could unclog your toilet at a price. But if you ask me for my certification on how I learned this, I'm not going to give it to you.
So how'd you unclog it?
There was a plunger next to the toilet.
Oh, wow.
I guess is an often thing that happens in that bathroom. There's literally that thing took like 3 pumps. 3 pumps, and that thing was like, thank God. Oh my God. So that happened. That's how I started my day. Seriously.
Bro, like one time I went to Austin, right? And I went to Austin with a group of my friends, right? But also they had invited another group of people that I really wasn't like that cool with. We were like fucking young as fuck, so we were broke as shit. And so we got like one of these budget-in hotels, but it was like the rooms, you know how the rooms connect and shit?
Right.
So we had one room where like the girls were sleeping in and one room that the dudes were sleeping in, right?
Right.
But they connected. And so the night before we had been partying and I fell asleep on the girls' room. And I woke up like 7 trying to go take a piss in the bathroom because it's just like, okay, you know, first thing you do in the morning is take a piss, right? And I go in and there's literally, bro, I kid you not, bro. When I saw it, I was like, who the fuck brought a fucking log in the bathroom, bro? Like, who the fuck brought a log in here? How the fuck did this get in here? And then I realized quickly, like, someone had taken a shit. I go to the guy's side to use the restroom. And one of the dudes, I don't know him, right? I don't know him very well. He's just looking at me like, what's wrong with the girls' bathroom? And he's like all laughing, bro. And I'm like, what's going on? What are you talking about? And he's like, I left them a surprise, dude. That shit was not flush. It didn't flush for like the whole day, bro. They had to call fucking room service people to come and fix that shit, bro.
That is disgusting.
Bro, yeah, I was like, bro, why would you do that? Why would you go in the girls' bathroom and do that, bro? But it was like, now that I think about it, it's fucking funny because it was just like caught off guard, bro.
Do I know the guy that did that?
Nah, you don't.
No? Okay, good. Because that is fucking disgusting. If I was in that situation and somebody just left the toilet clogged, but nobody says who actually did it, and then later on you find out who did, I'd be like, you're such a shitty ass fucking person. You are literally one of the worst type of people to be around because you literally fucked up that bathroom. Let's fix it. Right? Nobody cares that you clogged it up. Let's just fix it. What are you, fucking 5? I left a dookie.
Yeah, we were like 18, bro. And like he tried to cut it with a fucking what's it called? The wire hangers, and it still wasn't going down, bro.
Nah, that guy, there's a really special place in hell for that guy. That is beyond disgusting. Where it's like, come on, bro, just fucking tell somebody. Don't let nobody else, like, you walked into his shit.
Yeah.
Say something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
And it's like, because it's like everybody's there to have a good time. Don't leave that. That's not no fucking nice thing to do.
And you know, the thing is, like, our maturity wasn't all there.
Maturity.
So a lot of us were just fucking cracking up when we first like found out that it was him. It was like, bro, what the fuck? Because it wasn't like, like I know he like I don't know him that well, but I know he wasn't doing it out of like, hey, probably somebody was in the other restroom, so he just decided to go to the other one.
Yeah.
And so it was pretty funny. And now that I think about it, I was just like, bro.
Yeah, that's really nasty, dude. That is beyond nasty. That's like, come on, bro. Fix the bathroom. Let's all work together to fix it. It's really nasty. But yeah, every single time every single time I've clogged up a bathroom, I've always said something. Oh, except for the times that I clog it up at restaurants. I'm leaving. Like if I clog it up at a restaurant or at a fast food restaurant,
yeah,
I always got it in my head they're gonna make me pay for the plumber.
At a restaurant?
Something.
Nah, I'm sure they got like a maintenance person though.
Yeah, but I've done it where like I go to a restaurant or a fast restaurant, I clog up the bathroom, and I immediately finish my food and leave. I don't stay. They got cameras.
Have you ever clogged it up at your place of work?
No. Because I don't really like taking shits where I work. Because then if I take a shit and then here walks in a coworker and they smell it, and it's like, damn, I'm really fucking sorry that then I don't want to have that conversation.
Yeah.
I don't want to do none of that. No, they work with me. They got to deal with me. But yeah. Anything else happened your week?
Nah, I guess that's about it, bro. That's the most I can think of right now.
All right. So, something that I've been through this week. So again, guys, again, we're gonna do a giveaway next podcast. So I'm gonna do that reminder every like 30 minutes or something. So from this week to the past week, basically same old thing. Quarantine's going on. We're not really doing much. Nothing much is really happening. Just fitness, and that's really much it. I've been playing, not even that, fucking even video games is getting dull at this point. I need some excitement. I need to witness a murder or something to get my heart rate going. So we went to a party yesterday. That was pretty fun. I had a really good time. So yeah, I went to a party last night, and it was pretty fun. Hanged out with Ricky, who is the one out of two of the hosts of the Cheese Member of the podcast. Really great guy. Other than that, I didn't really get too drunk, mainly because I didn't want to wake up today with a hangover. I really didn't, because the last podcast I was in a severe hangover mode, extremely dehydrated from my emotions and feelings in my mind. So the last podcast was really hard to even get over with. But other than that, everything's been going good, going strong. We've been having a really good time through COVID. I hope everybody's out there staying safe, and if you have anybody that's so anything bad that has happened to you because of COVID, it really does suck. Because you know what really sucks though? So the way that they promote COVID is that they promote COVID where, hey, stay indoors, right? Because it's really safe. You got to stay indoors, or else, people could die if you don't stay indoors. It's really dangerous. We need everybody to come together and come untogether and stay indoors, right? That's how they've been telling us about COVID and what we need to fucking do. But reports have come out that the lockdown actually caused more harm than whatever would have happened if there was no lockdown.
Oh, really? I haven't seen that. Well, explain more.
Well, the way that they explained it is there's a lot of people that get overlooked because of this lockdown. So the primary thing that they push forward in news and social media and advertising and even in the presidential debates, that whenever they do their speeches, Biden and Trump, what they push forward more to the light is what is going to happen with COVID and the lockdown, right? And there's a large group of people that have been ignored because of this. And that's the group of people that need to go outside of their homes, that need social interaction, that need to push their lives forward in order for them to be mentally healthy. For example, think of a guy or a girl that is schizophrenic, right? So a person that is schizophrenic, they're taking medication and they're really trying to get their life together. And there's a lot of people out there that have schizophrenia. It's a real thing. So they try to live their everyday life, right? So every day before lockdown, they've lived their everyday life, but they're also schizophrenic where every now and then they'll have an episode. It happens, right? But they still try to push forward in life with that, right? So from them doing that to telling them, you have to, and you don't have a choice. You have to stay inside your house. Okay, so when are we getting out? We don't know yet. We're going to tell you further information. So just telling that to a regular person gives them anxiety. Telling a regular person that is mentally healthy, that is all the way there in their head, right? Telling them you're going to be locked up in your house. We don't know when this is going to end. That already causes anxiety in somebody, right?
Yeah.
So with that causing anxiety with a mental healthy person, you can only imagine those that are mentally unstable, those that take medication. Again, I was saying people that have schizophrenic episodes, right? So you put them in their room, in their house, and you tell them you cannot leave your house. That then makes them mentally unstable. that then makes their life 10 times, 50 times harder than whatever our lives has become since this lockdown.
Yeah.
Think about the people that are clinically depressed, and they're taking medication. So they need to have social interaction in order for their depression to not have an episode, and then all of a sudden they are like in severe depression. So now you tell them, the worst thing that you can do with somebody that is going through depression is keep them locked up, because all that's going to do is marinate their thoughts, marinate the depression, and make it even to a deeper, deeper dark hole that they're in. So you're telling those group of people to also stay inside. So not only is that going to build up their anxiety, now with their anxiety build up of when can I begin my life again? Like I'm really trying. You tell them, no, you cannot see your therapist. Why not? You can have an online session with your therapist. We can do over the phone. Over the phone therapy is nowhere compared to in-person therapy. You cannot tell anybody that, hey, you got to do this therapy over the phone. It's going to feel the same. No, it's not. Therapy over the phone feels nowhere near as good as therapy in person is.
No, that's real true. And I'm only saying that because about 2 months ago, I actually started seeing a therapist. And the first session we did was online. I've only done one session in person, but now they're going to like do it online again because of the redness or the red zone. And like, bro, it's way different. Way like I fucking like agree with you 100% on that.
So that's the first time I found out this guy's seeing a therapist. Anyways, so we've no, because you never told me that you see a therapist.
Yeah, no,
this
I didn't.
entire time. Way to fucking bring that pressure on me now.
How is that pressure on you?
Jesus fuck, man. Anyways, I'm joking. So so yeah, doing that, right? Telling those people that are mentally unstable that now from in-person therapy, we're going to switch you over the phone, video chat therapy. You cannot see your therapist. And again, it's not like they did this for a week or two. They said 2 weeks. People can deal with 2 weeks. They put in their head, you give us 2 weeks to be quarantined. Cool, we'll do this. But then after those 2 weeks are up, they are relieved. They are looking forward to seeing their therapist in person. And then you tell them, nope, we're gonna do this till further notice. You skyrocket their anxiety to a whole nother level, to a level that is not healthy for anybody to feel, especially those that are mentally unstable clinically, that they've been to a doctor and told them you are not mentally stable. Yeah. And then now they got to take medication. You cannot put anybody on these type of medications and tell them stay inside. Get on this anxiety medication and stay inside. They're going to have anxiety regardless. And if they don't have anxiety, they're going to have suicidal thoughts. There's been anxiety medications that have warned you about if you take this, you're going to have suicidal thoughts. And if you do, see a professional. Guess what? They cannot see a professional. They could talk to one, which is not the same. Yeah. So all these people that have been going through a whole bunch of crises mentally, that are trying their absolute hardest to get out of this mental rut that they're in, right? They cannot leave their house. They cannot go back to work. And now you tell them, well, look, you cannot go back to work. And we know that you are mentally unstable, but you cannot go back to work. You're going to now have to work in your house over the phone, on your computer, and you're going to sit there in that position in your house that you're in 24/7. Now you're also going to have to deal with people that you do not want to deal with in your house that you're locked up in for till the remainder of when we tell you it's safe to go outside. That is seriously gonna fuck up with somebody's head mentally. Like people that already have office jobs hate going to the office. Now think about somebody that's mentally unstable, telling them your office is not your room. They're in their room 24/7. At the beginning of the quarantine, when they absolutely shut everything down, that really fucks with people's heads. On top of that, think about the people that go, like kids that go to school. They come back home to an abusive family. Guess what you're telling them now? There is no break from your abusive family. You're going to stick with your abusive family. And we understand that your friends make you happy, that your friends, after you get done with school, you would hang out with them. And then you would have to go back home and deal with an abusive family, whether it's with your legal guardian, your adopted family, your stepfather, your stepmother, your mother, your father, whoever it is that is protecting you as your guardian, right? You no longer have social gatherings with your friends that you look forward to. You're as a kid, your only piece of happiness when it comes to your life. Now you're stuck at home. Whatever you're going through, it's fine. Because guess what? Quarantine. We're doing this to protect you. So yeah, your father might hit you for no reason. And now your father also has to stay at home because of quarantine. So now it's probably 10 times worse on your father's mental that he can't handle. So who does he take it out on? Your mom, you, your family, somebody. And he's like, oh, but those are just the little cases. No, there's a lot of people that go through domestic violence. There's a lot of kids that see domestic violence. There's a lot of kids that go to school and look forward to being at school just so they can get away from their domestic violent household. There's so many of them. So those kids now at home, they don't see their friends. They don't hang out with their friends. There's no prom. There's no homecoming. There's no this. There's no that. That's not going to happen for you. That fucks up their life. That fucks up their youth. And then you're going to tell these women that really want to get away from their husband. They cannot. Why? Because you're stuck at home with them. You're making it worse for them. This has affected so many people, and there's so many other situations that you can even imagine, but we cannot even name them all, where people absolutely need to get the fuck out of their house. But because of this quarantine, now you are absolutely stuck. Imagine people that have claustrophobia, severe claustrophobia, and you tell them you need to be inside. That's not good for their mental. That's not good for anybody. Imagine people that just got rid of their social anxiety, that's just started having better social interactions. Now you tell them, hey, we understand that you know, you're getting rid of your social anxiety, but guess what? Revert back to it. You're staying at home. These are all the type of people that really got affected by this. And there is a lot. So with the amount of people that have died from COVID, way more people have been affected mentally and physically from the shutdown because of it. Not even 1 million people have died from COVID.
Like in the world?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. In the United States, maybe 200,000 people have died. And the United States, #1 in COVID cases. Mainly because there's more people in the United States than a lot of the parts of the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with the United States having the most COVID cases recorded, having less than 300,000 people die from COVID, you start to think, what's the point of this shutdown? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
What's the point of all of this?
You know, with the election coming up, I don't know, it's been kind of tricky, bro, because so I was talking to someone since, you know, now that I'm working at a restaurant, I was talking to the bartender, and we were just talking about how we have different hustles, right?
Right.
And he was telling me, like, yeah, right now, if you have another hustle, like, don't do anything stupid if it's like a guaranteed job, just because like they're gonna say that they're gonna close they're gonna shut down everything again, like pretty soon. Is what they're saying, right?
Right.
But I think it's because of the like all the fucking political shit that's going on, of course. But it's crazy because the economy is fucked up, dude. Like, it's fucking up, man.
Yeah, it is. And when you see the economy and how it was before COVID, booming.
It was, dude.
Record amounts of, everybody had a job.
Everybody had a job, and more jobs were being created, and a lot of shit was opening up. Even here in our own fucking city, bro, like they had this whole like big ass plan to make this into like a tourist attraction now.
A shit ton. Amazon has now, they're putting in more headquarters here in Dallas.
Oh, wait, I thought they were gonna do it in Chicago.
Dallas.
Oh shit.
So everything was booming. A lot of the people, because here's the thing with Amazon, you see more and more Amazon headquarters opening up in Dallas. Like you see an Amazon warehouse here, there, boom, 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 a lot. So they're going to open up one of their main headquarters here in Dallas. And I don't know, I'm sure they probably still are. So there was a lot, like record numbers of employment. Everything was booming. Everything was perfect. Everything was starting to seem like it's happening, right? And then you start this, whole fucking shutdown shit. Look at all the negative compared to the good that has happened since the shutdown.
Yeah, I got fucking fat.
I mean, well, a lot of people did. Yeah. But, you know, like in total, when it comes to just humans in general,
yeah, everything picture
just seems so dark. It seems like the United States is in a dark rut.
Something that I've noticed a lot too, and like this is from the people around me. Like, you're right, bro. Mental health has been fucked up. I've seen a few like mental breakdowns, bro, from people that I know.
Yeah. A lot of people want to do better. A lot of people want to do better in life. A lot of people want to do something. A lot of people want to get their shit together. That's all on hold. It's on a hold. The suicide rates have gone up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like a fucking boom up like crazy. Think about it. Like if people that, even if you felt like you've been in like a little bit of depression, there's a little bit of depression for somebody is going to feel like 10 times harder than what it should.
Because they don't have the regular distractions that they would be able to.
Yeah.
do.
Not even distractions, but now they literally have no choice in life. Stay quarantined. We're not giving you a choice. We shut down all the places you like going to. We shut down your therapist. You have no choice. When you give somebody that has anxiety, and you tell them that they have no choice, no matter who you are, somebody with anxiety being told they do not have a choice is going to blow that anxiety to a whole nother level. If you have even a little bit of anxiety and somebody tells you you have no choice, you're going to fucking go crazy. You're going to go nuts. Lucky for me, I like a lot of the things that I did for myself to entertain myself is at home, but that's because I built it, right? I'm one of the few cases whose happiness is at home. You know what I mean? But I felt some sort of way too whenever they shut down the gyms. And with me, I could deal with it. I have my distraction at home, online gaming, streaming. I'm one of those lucky ones that have that possibility just to stay at home on their computer. And that's where I find my happiness somewhat, right?
Yeah.
But when I was not able to go to the gym, I was also feeling in a rut. I was gaining weight. I feel like fuck my life. I'm losing all this muscle that I've gained. It is really insignificant when it comes to life, me losing muscle, because regardless, I gained it back, right? So I can only imagine those that actually just went to the gym because they are sad. And now you tell them, you don't have a choice, stay at home. But then being at home is what caused the sadness.
Yeah.
Now you're giving them no choice. Like these are now, and the thing is too, before COVID, fucking mental health was one of the biggest promotions in the United States. Like you always heard about people promoting mental health, giving mental health speeches. COVID happened. Where's this mental health speeches? Where's all these people that advocated for mental health? Now they're advocating for fucking staying indoors and social distancing. That's worse. And then the people that are really being affected by COVID, they found this, and anybody who's fucking anybody, regardless if you agree with me or not, you can literally Google this, are all old people. And I get it. Not all old. I get it. There's rare cases where there's this young guy our age that dies. But that's going to happen regardless of any disease. There's always going to be that one case that a young guy dies and then they promote the fuck out of that one young guy dying, right? But then if you look at the overall 200,000 deaths of COVID, right? Dude, the average age is like 75 and above.
Damn, how did Donald Trump survive? Nah, I'm just kidding.
Right?
Yeah.
So if the average age is 75 and above, but on top of that, you've also heard people in their 80s catching COVID and living. That's because those people that died had pre-existing conditions. And then they don't promote that. They don't say that. So this whole shutdown shit just feels like a fucking waste of time for the youth. Because before COVID, everybody was doing better. Friends, family members, businesses, everybody was booming in whatever the fuck they wanted to do. Now you introduce this shutdown, and think about the people that really got affected, right? If the average age of people that died due to COVID are 75 and up, most of those people are in retirement homes, right? Most of those people are already staying their asses at home. You get what I'm saying? So now, if the majority of the people that are dying from COVID have already been at home, right? Yet the people that feel the most punished are the ones that live through it. Like you've caught COVID. It felt like nothing. It felt less than a fever.
No, I mean, I wouldn't say less than a fever. Hold on.
No, but you've caught a fever where you feel like this shit fucking sucks.
Yeah, it sucked, but it wasn't horrible. Like,
it wasn't horrible. It's like if you catch it again, you're not gonna be worried.
I mean, it sucked ass, and I still feel some shit to this day, like my breathing. But it's not like, yeah, I get what you're trying to say.
You smoke cigarettes, so let's put that out there too.
No, I don't.
Okay, you do.
I used to.
That's my point. Like
Yeah.
that's
No,
nothing to do with COVID. You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like it did. It did have to do with COVID too, because even
No, yeah, it did. But my point is, like,
I had
exactly
existing
you've
conditions
smoked cigarettes
with my lungs.
and not for like a day. It's something that's been going on for years. So of course you're gonna have a hard time breathing. Motherfucker, you go running and then they say, "Why are you breathing so hard?" I smoke cigarettes, so I have a hard time breathing. That's my whole point, right?
Yeah.
If I go running, it's like, oh, I've smoked cigarettes too for years. I might have a hard time breathing. Not because of COVID. It's you know, that's COVID really exactly. Yeah. And that's my whole point. Like, I've caught the flu. The flu fucking sucks. Like, you've caught the flu, right?
Yeah.
What was worse for you? The flu or how you felt for COVID? You felt bad for COVID for like a day, but then after that day, it's like, all right, well, I guess here goes the next 2 weeks in here.
No, honestly, I would say they're like very fucking similar, bro. Like when it comes to like the level of like shitty, they both feel fucking shitty. But I got the flu and COVID this year. I got over COVID quicker than I did with the flu.
You were good the next day, basically. They gave you the medication, and after they gave you the medication, it's like, oh, well, I guess here goes the next 2 weeks in here.
Yeah,
I've taken flu medication once I caught the flu, and I still have the flu. I still have to be in bed because I feel like shit. When you take the flu medication, as you have the flu, you still feel like shit, right? When you have COVID, they give you the medication for COVID, and the next day you're like, well, I guess I'm quarantined for 2 weeks. That's the shitty part, is you having to be quarantined.
Yeah.
Over a disease that they give you this medication. You don't even need you didn't need a vaccine to get over it. They just gave you the medication like nothing.
Yeah. You know, like there is a lot of shitty stuff coming out of COVID. A lot of shitty shit happening. But I don't know. I feel like there's also some good shit that's come out of it.
Like what?
Like, I mean, for me personally, right?
Like what?
I feel like when it comes to like my mental, right?
Right.
It got really, really bad. But now it's getting like better. But that's because I'm not out here getting distracted by going out to bars and going clubbing and finding shit to do.
I understand that, but
there is a lot of bad shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going against you.
Well, I mean, Eddie, now you can go out, right? The only reason why you really felt really shitty mentally is because you literally were forced to be inside. When you caught COVID, when they forced you to be inside, you felt shitty mentally. And then once they let you out, you felt way better because you got to see your friends.
Yeah, yeah.
That helped out a lot. Even if still, for the most part, you are by yourself way more than you were before.
Yeah, because that's what I was going to say. There's other factors that were obviously took into place. But yeah, you have a point. Like, it still feels good to see my friends. It's just not, I'm not at the same point where it was like.
You are a rare occasion because you have friends that actually love you. There are people out there that have zero friends. Those are the people that I'm talking about. There's people literally out there who they feel they have no friends and they really don't have any friends.
Yeah.
They look forward to going to work.
Yeah.
There are people like that. So when you take that away from them, it really fucks with them. It really makes them feel like they're alone, which they are alone. There are people in this world, in the United States, in Dallas, where we're from, that you know personally, that I have met or I've known personally, that they literally do not have anybody. Like literally, they are alone. They might have their mom, they might have their dad, but that's not their friends like that.
Yeah.
For them, it really sucks.
Hell yeah, bro. I can only imagine.
So this whole shutdown affects people our age way more than whatever it would have been without the lockdown. So I don't agree with this lockdown. I wish this lockdown never happened. And of course, people could be optimistic and say there's good things. Like I could say there's good things that's come out of this. My podcast blew up during the lockdown because I gave myself, now I had way more time to learn how to edit. I had way more time to learn how to promote it. I had way more time. And it was during the lockdown that my podcast blew up, right? That could be my good thing. That does not fucking matter when it comes to these people that have been mentally fucked because of this. My podcast was going to blow up regardless. I was going to learn how to do that anyways, regardless, right? Yeah, the good thing is my podcast blew up, but that happened during the shutdown. But I really wish this lockdown did not happen because of how many people are now being overlooked compared to how many people are now promoting this social distancing. We have to have social distance. What the fuck happened to mental awareness? You don't hear it as much as you do. And some people listening in, they say, yeah, I still hear it. Okay, I fully understand that. There might be one or two people still promoting it and you might catch that attention. But for the most part, the people that are really being abused by this whole lockdown shit, especially because now jobs have opened up. Yeah, that's happened. But especially at the beginning, when was lockdown? Like 3 months, right? Where literally everything was shut down?
Yeah, they told us it's going to be 3 months. No, they told us it's going to be a month and then they changed it to 3 months.
Yeah, so it was in total 3 to 4 months, let's say.
Yeah.
Where literally everything was actually shut down. And just take anybody with any sort of mental disease, 3 to 4 months, you're in your house. Don't step outside. That's not going to happen. You got to go to the store. They close at 8 p.m. How do you think that feels for somebody?
That shit fucking sucked.
Where their only human interaction that they receive is them going to the store and the cashier saying, thank you. Thank you. And now they go back to their house after their trip to the store, and then they spend the next 24 hours in their house with a mental disorder. And that's only speaking to those that have been diagnosed with a mental disease. But I really do feel for the most part, people that are mentally unstable, they don't go see a doctor.
Yeah. And you know, it's because I feel like a lot of the times it's frowned upon. Like maybe now it's a little bit more open than it used to be. But because of our culture, like not just like Hispanics, I mean just overall, I feel like a lot of people think, oh, you're seeing a therapist, oh, you're seeking help for your mental wellness. Like, nah, you'll get over it. You don't need to go see a doctor, you know?
Yeah. And it's really horrible for them. And that's why I do not agree with the shutdown, especially now when you look at the bigger picture. When you if the average age of deaths was like 40, okay, that's something to worry about. Holy shit, right? Because now it gets closer to our number.
Yeah.
Because again, they take the average. That means there's higher and lower, right? But dude, the average age is 75. That's not nowhere near us. That's nowhere near the average age of people that are actually outdoors. When we go anywhere, the average amount of people that we see are not 75-year-old people. We go to the bars, we go to clubs, we go to work with other people to promote something. We do this, that, whatever it is. Their average age is not 75. Why are we shutting this down? Let's let the elderly stay indoors, right? And then it comes out that what vitamin does the sun give off? D?
Vitamin C.
Vitamin C?
Right?
They use that vitamin to help people with COVID get better.
The immune system and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now they're saying the sun helps you get rid of COVID. So why are you telling us to stay inside?
They're trying to tell you to go to your backyard or your front yard or something.
They're like, hey, it turns out that, the sun actually helps you with COVID. So why are we still shut down? We're going to spend most of our days inside, which fucks up our immune system. That's another fact. Staying inside actually does not help improve your immune system because it's not fighting off anything.
I didn't know that was a thing going around.
What?
That like it helps build your immune system?
Any disease. Okay, so when you get the flu shot, they also inject you with the flu.
No, but you said staying inside helps build your immune system.
No, staying inside is like staying in a bubble.
Yeah, yeah.
That does not help improve or build up your immune system.
Oh, no, not at all, dude. There's nothing going on.
So they tell you to stay inside. Okay, you stay inside. Your immune system is like not fighting off anything. It's okay, we need less people in our army of the immune system. So everybody chill out, right? And then boom, hit them with COVID. Oh, yeah. Because the fucking immune system wasn't ready for a disease. Because you're telling us to stay inside. That doesn't help. We need the sun, but we're going to stay inside. All right, cool.
Survival of the fittest.
All right, nice. You shut down the beaches. All right, cool. That's where the sun fucking beams the hardest, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, let's stay away from the sun.
And the parks.
And it's like, you know, and then that could be why the average age of the deaths of actual COVID is 75 and up, right? Because most of those people already stay indoors. So when they catch it, their immune system ain't ready for nothing. They stay in their retirement home room and that's it. So when they catch it, yeah, if they caught a fever, yeah, it wouldn't look so bright for them either. You know what I mean? If they caught any disease at that age, it's not going to look good for you. So it really does suck. And it just builds up, I guess, like my inner anger, right? It's for like, okay, but like, don't tell me it's for the better of us when the most of us are actually going to be okay from COVID. When the most of us that are actually outdoors is actually going to be okay from COVID. Who you're really fucking up is the most of us, because a lot of us have mental disorders. Right? Don't tell the people that have a mental disease that you got no choice but to stay inside. It doesn't help nobody. It doesn't help them out.
There's been a lot of stupid shit that's come out of COVID.
A lot of stupid shit.
Remember the fucking governor, or what? I think he was a governor or a judge or some shit, that said old people have to be willing to die for their grandkids or some shit.
Old people have to be willing to die for their grandkids.
Remember that? Because he was like anti-lockdown too.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's not something you say. Or at least, I don't know. Okay. It's hot. This is a onesie. Baby. Baby, ya me enteré.
So this is what happens in Austin, Texas. A MAGA blockade meets a Biden tour bus, campaign bus. Pretty much ambushed the highway. To try to
Lista?
Yeah. Did you see this?
No. We'll talk about it in a bit. So yeah, this whole COVID thing is really hard, is really stressful, and I feel really bad for those that are going through any mental disease, mental disorder, whether it is clinically a doctor told you have it, or where it is something that you feel you have it. I really do feel bad for those people who are at this point really have no choice but to stay inside. At this point, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I really do feel bad for you. So let's change the topic into something a little bit less deep, you know, a little bit more lighthearted. You know what I mean? Do you have anything?
I had a question.
What?
It's like one of those like, what would you do type shit. So, all right, look, put yourself in this situation. All right.
Oh, dude, I got ears.
You just noticed that?
I just noticed I got ears on this motherfucker. All right,
Hey,
cool.
you should put your your headphones are wrong, bro. They should be right here. They should be up here.
Like an Arthur.
Like that's what you look like right now, bro. You Arthur, bro.
I'm an Arthur character. What was your question?
All right, okay. Put yourself in this situation, dude. You have this fucking horrible ass pain. I'm talking about both knees, all right? Horrible ass pain in both knees.
Right.
Like really, 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 really fucking bad. Like the worst pain to ever exist on mankind has ever felt, right?
Right.
All right. And then so you have two options. All right. Either live with the fucking pain and just keep being able to walk, or cut your legs off and not feel the pain ever fucking again.
I'm living with the pain. Yeah, I'm living with it. I'm not cutting off my legs. Nah, you're not. I'm not cutting them legs off.
Like this pain, I'm telling you, like it don't let you sleep. It makes it hard for you to fucking go poop. Like you can't stand up off the toilet type shit. Like it's just the worst pain to ever exist in humankind.
Well, if I can't sleep, then I'm dead.
Are you going that far now?
Yeah, I have to, because if I can't sleep, I'm
Okay.
actually going to die.
Okay, let's
I'm gonna die with some painful knees.
let's let's take it back a step. You can sleep, just not the best.
I'm cool with having painful knees, because I've already promoted my whole life and who I am. So when somebody tries to, like, if somebody hasn't met me in person and they want me to describe myself, I start off with, I'm 6'2". So you're not taking no inches away from me. I'm not 6 foot. I'm 6'2". 2 inches better than 6 foot.
Put that in the Tinder bio, bro.
That's the first thing I'm starting off with. Anything, anybody wants to explain me or anything, they're like, oh yeah, he's tall. Hell yeah. I'm 6'2", right? Take off my knees, you take away my identity. Who am I at this point? I'm not 6'2", I'm 3'5".
You got something against short people?
Nothing at all. It's just the way that I personally promote myself is a tall person, right?
A tall motherfucker.
So you take that away from me, and I'm 4'5", 5'1". Hey, look, don't nobody ever talk to me again. I'm stick my little fucking minion self somewhere, and I'm not speaking to nobody in this world.
You said minion self, bro.
Yeah, man.
How do they fucking talk?
Yeah, I'm not talking to. I'm just shutting down. I'm sticking with the painful knees, because wouldn't it suck if you say take the knees away, 1 month later we have a cure? Huh? No cure. I'm gonna be mad for the people that get cured. I'm gonna be like, so for real, you really about to take that cure, knowing what I went through?
Shit.
I don't have knees, and you're really gonna take that cure?
We're in fucking 2020. Can you give me some fucking robot legs?
Right?
Shit. What that means cut off your leg.
That would suck,
if you're gonna
though.
do the robot legs.
That would suck.
But
But wouldn't
no-
that suck though?
What?
Cut
Having
your
robot
legs off, and then 2 months later, there's like, okay, we have stem cells now. Huh? What? Yeah, these stem cells is gonna help repair any damaged tissue in your knees, and now you can live a healthy life. Doctor, I went through the procedure 2 months ago. Don't you remember? Oh, that's right. That's
Oh,
right.
I'm
It
sorry.
says it right here.
I forgot to cross that out on your record.
I do apologize. Hey, mark him off. Yeah, mark him off. Yeah, he didn't mute the phone or nothing. Waste of time.
Talk about.
Well, he took the procedure. Idiot. Yeah. Yeah. You hear his laugh.
Look at
Yeah.
that, bro.
Give him some medication for his no knees. Do we have anything that we can sell him? No. Yeah. No. Yeah. We're so sorry. Lose his number.
Put him on the do not call list.
Block his ass.
Fuck.
That would suck. You know, I'd keep my painful knees. You know, at one point I was having really painful knees, but then I bought some squat SPD knee sleeves, and that actually, I feel like, saved my knees. I was squatting, not to toot my own ass cheeks or anything, but 315 pounds, and I was doing it at the most at one point for, let's say, 3 sets for 5 reps each at 315 pounds on my squat. Parallel, meaning I went all the way fucking down.
Wow.
Okay, ass to grass is for idiots. Don't do no ass to grass because at a certain point, it's just your knees taking up all that fucking weight. So I was doing that, and when I got to that level, my knees were really bothering me. So I bought knee sleeves, and that actually helped me out a lot. So yeah.
Wait.
Really,
So when you squat, how far down do you go now?
where your thighs are parallel to the floor.
Oh, okay. So
As
not
to-
all the way down.
Not all ass to grass is what they say in football because the football coaches don't have no degree in fitness. They're just football coaches. You know what I mean? So ass to grass actually worsens your conditions of your knees. And if you're an athlete, you need to protect your knees and your knees need to be a priority. So ass to grass, if you go to the gym, you're working out with a buddy, a trainer, regardless what it is, if you're in school and your coach says ass to grass, you go and tell him, the guy from Mental My Smart said you're an idiot. My name is Pedro. Please tell anybody that tells you that they're dumb because ass to grass is actually going to worsen your knees.
Bro, think about Meg Thee Stallion. She be doing ass to grass all the time, bro.
She do be doing ass to grass.
And her knees are fucking bouncy as fuck.
Yeah, man, but when she does ass to grass, it's more of a, I thank the Lord. I thank the Lord for
The Lord or the devil?
the Lord. The devil didn't create that. The Lord did. I thank him, God, for creating such a voluptuous woman and the curvaceous that she is. Appreciate that. So ass to grass. Okay, if you have a big booty, ass to grass is acceptable.
That's the only exception.
When you're twerking. Yeah. When you're twerking, you can't go parallel. What is that? You go ass to grass when you're twerking. But yeah, it's really not good. Don't go ass to grass, guys. Ass to grass are for like, if you go ass to grass, just know that your knees are going to work till they're 35. And then after that, you're going to be in a wheelchair. So please do not go.
You're going to be in a wheelchair?
Don't do ass to grass. You're going to be the guy that cuts off his knees.
Yeah, I was about to say, you have to decide what you want to do.
Yeah, I have a question for you. No, what would you do?
No, I would fucking lift it as a pain too.
Yeah.
But then I was starting to think. But like, we're not there yet. But I'm sure we'll get there one day. Like cyborg type shit. Like, I'm sure they'll be like, oh yeah, we can repair your damage by inserting this like prosthetic leg that is like pretty much almost a human leg. Like, technology has gotten to the point where like it's just, it's your fucking leg. It's just metal, right?
Right.
And if they're able to do some shit like that, I'd probably consider it.
Yeah. Will they give you cyborg legs?
And I'm able to like jump 10 feet high, like in what's it called? What's that name of that in the Call of Duty game?
Backdoor Anal Slits 5.
Yeah, that game. Wait, what?
That would be good, but then and then out of nowhere you hear a knock on your door, boom, 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 boom. You go answer the door with your biotic knees, right? All fucking cool and shit, right? And then you open the door and there's a guy wearing a suit and he looks at you. He takes off his shades and he goes, Omega 5, parallel 3, 567, code 42. And you're like, huh? And then he goes, Delta, Delta, Delta. And I don't know where you go. Activated for duty. How can I help you?
Nah, bro.
And then he goes, your mission. Go to your local school. Kill everyone in sight. Roger. And now you're a fucking robot. Now, because if this connected there, it's connected to your nerves, connected to your brain. So now you're like a Russian, and then you find out made in Russia. And you're like, damn, it would have been good for me to find out where they made these. They just said I could put them on for free. I should have known that's not a good idea.
There was a catch going on.
Yeah, $5 million biotic legs for free.
You know how fucking Elon or Tesla, I don't know, they're working on that chip that goes inside your brain that like supposedly will also like determine what's wrong with you if you're feeling sick. Like, would you do that?
No.
Knowing that Elon is the one that's behind it?
I wouldn't let them do that. No. At a certain point, everything becomes corrupt. Yeah.
It's just crazy though, because I feel like Elon to the public is like this like amazing ass person.
Yeah, he is
that would
until
help humanity.
let's say he does that, right? And he wants to put because the thing, Elon himself said you have to have fear with anybody that has the capabilities to have AI.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody that's able to create AI, you have to have fear of that company, because if that company decides to give AI free will, we don't know what that AI is going to think it's the best to do. So AI is something to be scared of, right? Because now there's this robot that knows everything, everybody. If you're in any sort of database, the robot can figure out a way to get in there.
TikTok.
Right. So like he's even said it's because the thing, even in like Facebook. So Facebook, their whole company with their billions that they can afford, had 2 AI robots, but like in those, not actual robots that move around, but it was 2 AI,
Like 2 computers, I should
two
say.
AI computers, right? And then those computers then started interacting with each other, and they started interacting with each other in an unknown language. So they later on found out that the AI programs created their own language, started communicating with each other, in order for humans to not be able to know what that communication was. And the communication is so far beyond any sort of understanding that no matter what we try to do, no matter who tries to decipher what that communication exactly was, impossible.
We still haven't deciphered it.
It is impossible for anybody to know what that communication between those 2 AIs were. So as soon as they found out that they were communicating each other in an unknown language, that they shut them down.
Watch them like actually be falling in love and shit, bro.
I doubt it. I doubt that's what they were doing, right?
Hey, we don't know.
They're smart enough to know if let's say they were falling in love. They would say it in any actual known based language, but they decided to create their own language to communicate with each other. So when you do that, you got to do that in secrecy. There's a reason. That's why they created Morse code, in order to get language across a whole bunch of, you found the Morse code, but you can't decipher it, because guess who can only decipher it? The guy that has the code on the other end. But yeah, that happened. And with that, right? So you put a computer chip in my head, and that computer chip is connected. It has to be connected to something. That something can then get hacked.
Yeah, that shit is fucking scary. I feel like it's going to be the end of the world, dude. And then finally someone is going to decipher it and be like, I finally figured it out. But at that time, the robots have taken over.
Yeah. And then when they decipher, they're like, robots, I find it a sin to not put pineapple on pizza.
That's the like crazy fucking thing that we tried years and years to decipher, is some like stupid shit.
Yeah. Robots in disgust. AIs in disgust
And they
about humans with pineapples on pizza.
And they can't even taste it. What's wrong with pineapples on pizza? I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Well, they've done research in Cambridge University and Yale University, Harvard University, about people who they did surveys and research on the people's mental and everything of people that put pineapple on pizza compared to people that don't do that. They found out later on in life that people that do not put pineapple on pizza are morally better, higher standards in life, higher living wages. This is from Yale, Cambridge, and Harvard. Top scientists have done these studies. They also have found out that the people that do put pineapple on pizza later on in life have either 5 to 10 thoughts about murder, where at 20% of the people that they surveyed actually committed murder.
Shut the fuck up,
I think one serial killer came out of it, of actual names of people that put down on pineapple on pizza.
You know Ted Bundy? Yeah, he fucks with pineapple on pizza.
There are pictures of him cutting pineapples
to put on his pizza.
To this day, it's not known, but I'm sure he was those type of people, because he had an infatuation and love of pineapples that he put it on everything. Those type of people are known to be degenerates. I'm not saying this. This comes from scientists that have degrees in human everything. Human everything.
Give me names. Show me the sources.
I'll give you names right now.
You're gonna give me some bullshit name. Give me the sources. Actually,
sources. I can't. We're doing a podcast. I don't have this. I'm just telling you what I know from Dr. Ambumbu Kambumbu.
Ambumbu Kambumbu.
Don't make fun of his name.
Bro, shut the fuck up.
Don't make fun of Dr. Ambubu Kumbumbu. Because a lot of these top tier scientists are not from the United States. You know that, right? Just because they don't have your typical American name doesn't mean that they're not actual credited scientists. It's worldwide.
What if they are
He's from
the United
He's the
States?
top scientist in Cambridge. And there's several others that have said this. So,
Where's Cambridge?
Huh?
Where's Cambridge?
It's over there.
Where's over
Look,
there?
if you don't know where it is, that's on you. Where's Harvard? Where's Yale?
It's in the U.S.
That's what I'm saying. But again, this is not from me. This is from top scientists that did this study. So again, if you are those that do put pineapple, especially for you listening in, if you know anybody personally that puts pineapple on pizzas, I really do hope that you cut ties with them immediately.
So are you
Because
breaking up with me?
eventually they will have some sort of murderous thought in their head, and the last thing you want to do is be the person next to them when that thought clicks in, because it just clicks in. It's not like out of nowhere they're just having a good time. Then I gotta kill somebody. That's all that is. That's all that is.
It's activated by a Russian spy.
For all I know, me and you can be talking, and always like I hear in my headphones, I gotta kill somebody. Like because you mix pineapples with pepperoni.
Telepathy, bro. You just get the sense. You just get a little tingly sensation.
Yeah. So if you mix pineapples with pepperoni, it's I think 85% chance that you will murder somebody in life. An innocent somebody, probably a good-hearted somebody.
We go to a jail to actually try to prove it, bro. Turns out every murder that's been put like in there for that reason.
And when they give them pizza, they put pineapple on purpose.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's why they keep going back to prison, because in prison they give them pineapples. It's the mixture of the pineapple and the pepperoni. Once you mix it in, it's really disastrous.
It's scrumptious. Oh,
so I've tried pineapple on pizza, and it does not fit in. I feel like it'd be like putting a piece of orange on your pizza and eating it.
it's not the same.
I feel like it would be, because
No, it's not.
why? Okay, pineapple.
It's like drinking a drink that you always mix with pineapple juice. It's really good.
That's different.
It's not gonna taste.
Not eating it with anything.
No, but you're mixing it with a flavor, right? And that's what it is. You're mixing flavors.
I'm not mixing the literal pine. I'm mixing the pineapple juice. That is different.
Yeah. No, it's still a flavor,
Liquid with liquid.
but they still have flavors.
Pineapple with pepperoni.
It still has flavors, does it not? Are they not flavors? Don't they have flavors?
I've always looked at you like you and the devil have something in common. Now I know. Both of you like pineapple on pizza.
You know who can debunk this, bro? Alex Jones. Oh,
Alex Jones? I think he might have reported on it back in 2008. He was early on. He's always early on.
when he was talking about the gay frogs, right?
Yeah, the water. But it turned out that the water's it's a whole different thing. But yeah, man, it'd be crazy. What would you do if you have a gay kid?
Raise him like regular.
Nah, you see, that's why you got issues.
Why?
That's why you got issues. You don't raise a gay kid like regular.
Well, okay, look, when I say regular, I mean like I'm not about to hold that against him. Like, okay, do you, bro? I'm still gonna be the best dad that I could be to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Nah, he's gonna hate you.
What?
Because if you try to raise him like regular would be like if he wasn't gay. But because he is gay, you got to then also try to be there for him emotionally. Yeah. It's going to be a really hard thing for if he decides to come out elementary, middle, or high school of all the teasing and bullying he might get in those stages. And you got to mentally tell him and try to mentally educate him that, hey, once you get out of high school, I promise you being gay is actually really fucking cool. Like everybody wants to have a gay friend. Trust me. You will never be lonely because you're gay. Never. Everybody wants a gay friend.
Just wait till after high school, though.
Yeah. Every group of friends need a gay friend. And if they don't have a gay friend, that means that they're racist.
Do you have a gay friend? You're fucking racist. I knew it, dude.
Fuck, man.
I fucking knew it.
You know, I've always looked at the people from the UK kind of sideways.
What? What does that have to do? Why are you changing? Oh, you racist.
Yep.
You racist.
Yo, damn.
Fuck.
Damn. It makes sense. But yeah, that's what I would do. So I feel like it would be tougher to raise a gay kid than a straight kid. Because this world sets you up to raise a straight kid. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I also feel like LGBTQ has been real open more lately. So I feel like it's easier now than it was maybe like 10 years ago.
Yeah, because I never got no sex ed course in school about same sex.
That is true. They don't teach that.
So once that actually happens and I have a kid that has same sex, I want to make sure that I protect him, right? So do I tell him the type of lube he needs to bring with him? Or if he's a bottom, do I tell him what lube will feel better for his tushy? You get what I'm saying? Because there's lubes that hurt you when, you know, because it's like some shitty lube. You know what I mean?
Do you use numbing cream or do you use lube?
Icy or hot?
Exactly.
What feeling feels better for the butthole, right? And that's all advice that I can't give my kid. Like, son, okay, icy or hot for the rectum. I do not know. But what I do know, son, if he says if it don't fit, spit, please don't do that. He's gonna tear you, right? Or what do you tell him?
Maybe in that situation, since the mom is gonna be a little bit more relatable.
The mom is going to be a little bit more relatable?
Yeah, like
it's a guy and a guy. I have to tell him something.
I mean, you don't have to. Y'all can tell him something.
Like, I would be, son, look, man, if I was gay, right? Because you have a gay boyfriend and that's a man at the end of the day, right? And being a man, I'm just letting you know right now how to treat other men. So I'm letting you know how I want my wife to treat me in a certain type of way. When then I go off to that. That's not normal, right? So you can't raise a gay kid normal.
Well, about like sex,
or you tell him if you fuck him in the ass, it would feel better if you use this lube.
See, that's why you have to have that's why you have to have the gay friend already, so the gay friend can help you.
You bring him along. You tell him, see, I have a gay friend, right? And I'm pretty fucking cool. You want to know why? Because I have like 2 gay friends. Look, I'm telling you, like, I can introduce you to them. But then it's like, I don't want, because then it's like, damn,
this is something I should be talking to you about.
For real, I don't want no other grown ass man telling my son, if he is gay, right? Telling him how to please other men.
But at the same,
or how other men can please him.
But at the same time, you're not experiencing that. So it's like, get a professional involved, bro. Like,
so I tell my gay friend who, let's say by the time I have kids, my gay friend is 35, right? So he's 35 telling my 14-year-old, 15-year-old kid on how to have sex with another man. I cannot do that.
Well, what if you're there? I
still couldn't do that.
It's like
I wouldn't put him through it, like telling a minor on how to please another man. Well, you can't do that. That's predatorially.
It's like, okay, there's sex education courses, right? In school. That's not you giving the conversation to your non-gay kid, right?
I think that's why it's even harder for like straight parents to even deal with a gay kid, right? Even though it shouldn't be. It's pretty funny at the end of the day. It's like, hi, you gay for real? Don't tell novio, Don't tell novio. He's like a fucking guy, right? And then it's like, but it's like they expect like, your straight dad to give you advice. Right, because if my son is straight, I give him so much advice about women. Right, boom, left and right, I got you. Right, no hesitation. I'm gonna give you some amazing advice. If you get your heart broken, I'm gonna be here to help you. Right, but then it's like, what do you tell your kid if he gets his heart broken by another man? Like at that point, it's like I'm gonna beat his ass. Right
on Pyru, cut.
Like at that point is like, hey, look, son, if you really want me to, I'll beat his ass for you. Like, I can't believe you broke your heart like that, son. I'll hit him in the chin for you one good time. I don't care if he's 12. That's another man at the end of the day hurting my little man. I cannot be having that, And then you see me fighting a 15-year-old kid. Because he broke my son's heart.
You come out on the news like fucking Cat Williams, dude, where all the little teenagers were beating him up.
It'll be some shit if my son, for his first gay boyfriend, is the star athlete of the football team.
Turns out
he's some big ass fucking guy, a little bit taller than me, and I'm like, damn, man, he like good for my son. Like, he's that fucking handsome, right? He made this guy a bottom, and he's the star football player. But now I gotta fight an athlete.
Nah, I feel like at that point you probably be like, hey man, can you just like pretend? Like, is it okay if I just pretend and hit you?
If I see that, I'd be like, listen, there's a lot of fishes in the sea and you chose a fucking shark. That's your fucking fault. You got to start off small and then grow into a shark, right? Be a shark yourself, son. What are you doing, dumbass?
You got to learn how to fish before you
Yeah. If a grown big guy that's 2 times bigger than you broke your heart, just say, hey, I'm sorry that I wasn't good enough.
Don't Moby Dick this shit.
Yeah. So yeah, at that point, it then becomes complicated. And then it's like, if I have a gay daughter, right? What if you have a gay daughter? How do you raise them? How do you raise a lesbian? How do you raise a lesbian?
So from personal experience,
Lesbian. I'm talking about full on like lesbian.
like hardcore, like
No, an actual lesbian.
like tomboyish,
not bi, lesbian.
not like, okay, but is she a lipstick lesbian, or is she
She's just lesbian.
or is she
We
like a
can start off
tomboy?
with a lipstick lesbian, but I'm saying like actually lesbian. There is no sort of I want to experiment with guys as well. No, it's like, no, she's actually gay. She's a lesbian.
So in this point of view, okay, you know how earlier you mentioned the dude talking to the dude about it. So would this be like a situation where the mom's gonna have to handle it?
No,
Or
I gotta
what's
be
up?
hands on with all my kids.
All right. So I mean,
What do you tell them? Like, what do you tell them when they get a girlfriend? It's like, oh shit, damn. Okay, so wait, what kind of dildo did you get? All right, so look, your first strap on should have 2 hooks. One hook is for tightness. The second hook is for backup. The last thing you want to do is to finish and then you just leave it in her. It's gonna cause irritation. So the lube that causes less yeast infections, which again, we got to look at all the options, right? You got to look at natural stuff. What do? You buy them condoms because like lesbians use condoms. Did you know that?
no, I didn't.
They if they have like toys, especially
Oh, yeah.
single lesbians, right? That
Yeah.
experiment with other lesbians and do a whole bunch of like out there, doing their shit. They have condoms. They have condoms for their dildos and for their toys. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
They do.
It makes sense though,
Do I tell them what type of condom? Do I buy them? I buy them condoms.
depending on what size.
And
the
then
toy
I'm
is.
looking for condoms for my daughter, and then it's like this one says ribbed, this one says thinner, but I don't think thinner really matters because it's not like she's literally gonna feel it. It's all pretend.
Have you seen the woman condoms?
Yeah, they shove it in there. Yeah, I've seen them. Men are fucking ridiculous creating that. Oh, I'm so tired of wearing condoms. You wear it. You wear the condom. How horrible is that?
We selfish, bro.
Very. I'm sure that, oh my God, my semen, if I let it inside of you, gets you pregnant. Oh my God, you take the birth control.
And then what's the conversation if you go over it? Oh, you have a woman condom? Why do you have so many? You out here fucking a lot? Like,
yeah. And it's like, we make them get on birth
that's
control.
dumb.
We don't get on birth control, and it's our semen that does it. They don't, it's like,
You
either
saw
I wear a condom, but I don't like wearing a condom because I don't like how it feels. So you get on birth controls, and the condom just affects me physically, but that birth control is gonna mess with you mentally. Is gonna mess with you physically. You actually might gain like 20 pounds getting on this motherfucker, and it's gonna fuck up your hormones. But just so I can feel good for the 15 seconds of sex that we're probably gonna have once a week, just get on birth control for me.
You saw how quick they shut down that male fucking birth control. Remember last year?
Yeah, they're gonna have melt. Yeah.
And it got shut
Oh my
down like
God,
that. No
I
one
don't
talked
wanna-
about
I-
it.
I don't want to be fucked around like that.
Shit.
I don't want to be fucked around like that. I don't want nobody telling me that, hey, this is gonna prevent your semen from working. For how long? I don't know. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want none of that.
And like going back to the discussion about like your daughter and shit, like at that point, fucking STD preventatives and shit, like how do you talk to her about that on a lesbian level?
It's like, if your girlfriend has a yeast infection, what do you do so that way you can't scissor no more?
Because their
Damn,
pH
man.
levels and everything.
Now we gotta get them full on blow on like vagina protectors for when they do scissor.
What are those wipes called? You know what I'm talking about? Fuck, I
The
forgot
one with the baby on the face.
Not the Sarah Lee, not the little kid ones. There's specific
thinking about.
there's specific wipes. Fuck, I forgot what they're called, bro. But they're like for that reason. Like you usually use them after sex.
No
This
idea.
This episode was
idea.
sponsored by Roman. Nah, just looking at
No
now.
idea.
Fuck. Yeah, I was gonna say though, like now you're gonna have to like look into all this other shit that you don't know about.
Yeah. So again, that's why you can't raise a gay kid the same way you can raise a straight kid. Because I'll raise a straight kid like who I am. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, damn, I got to think from the gay perspective.
But at the same
But
time,
I'm not gay. So it's gonna be a little bit tough. Here we go. Challenge accepted.
It's just the sexual aspect is what's gonna be difficult because a gay kid can be still into like, you know, sports and regular
That'd be cool.
shit.
That'd be
You
cool.
know, it's just like, you know, you like fucking dudes.
He could be into like drag. That's the only part that sucks though, because if he's into drag, I'm not going to none of your shows. I'm so sorry.
For real?
That shit sucks.
No, drag is fucking funny.
I'll be bored.
Nah, that shit is funny as fuck.
That's because you find gay people funny.
Oh
And
my god, dude!
the stuff that they go through.
No, I just enjoy humor as a whole. Have you never been to a drag show for real?
No, I've seen it. It's I guess it's cool and all, but like if my kid is into it, I'd be like, come on, bro. Like you really want me to go again? I went the first time.
Kid Cudi does drag.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't do drag.
He literally was talking about being like on a full-on show or some shit.
He doesn't do drag. The only thing that he drags is my emotions. He doesn't do drag shows. He be dragging people's emotions through his hums and his fucking lyrics. Other than that, and he be dragging people's depression. It's like,
Fuck.
you listen to Kid Cudi song. Damn, I remember when I heard this shit, I was kind of sad.
Yeah,
Man.
it takes you back now, but it also is like, man, but this shit pulled me through, bro.
Yeah, after you realize, but I ain't sad no more. This song this song is amazing. But then when you first hear the song, it goes, you're like, dang, I remember when I first heard him go, I was like, crying.
Hijo de su puta madre.
Yeah, just fucking tearing up. Yeah, some motherfuckers going like somebody has their fucking headphones in, and then they go, but in their headphones, a fucking grown man moaning in their ear and just go, right?
Yo.
But that's what he just do, man. That's why I'm excited for Man on the Moon.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna just bring up.
Big
Bro.
expectations.
Hell yeah, bro. Whenever he released that trailer, I was like, what the fuck?
It
Like,
gave off Man on the Moon 3 vibes.
like 20 years later, bro. Like, fuck.
He finally made it to Earth. Because now he's looking at the moon. He's not on the moon. You didn't catch that? You didn't catch that?
Dude, yeah, the moon was like
Yeah.
the main
He's
thing.
not man on the moon no more. He's over his sadness.
He's mad.
This is going to be an EDM album. It's not going to be... Yeah, it's going to be... Push me.
What? I told you he was into drag, bro.
I'm blue, da ba dee da. You know, there's no more sadness. He's now on Earth. He's even sadder.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
But yeah,
He realizes that he wants to go back to the moon.
yeah, like damn, I was really good back then.
Fuck.
I'm over here with these humans. This is a guy here that says he's a Martian.
Goddamn, 47.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that album. The album did a lot. Man on the Moon 1 and 2. He doesn't get the respect he deserves.
Not at all.
But he gets the numbers he deserves.
I think he could get more.
His last album sold over 200,000 first week.
I still think, I don't know. It's just because I'm like, I fucking love him. I just want him to get everything.
Yeah. What he does for his last album with little to no promotion that it received, right? For it to sell 200,000 already gives him a legendary status. Because he's not out there promoting his albums. He never goes out of his way to tell you about his albums. He'll post whatever he wants to when he wants, if he's feeling like it.
Is he signed?
No idea. But yeah, his last album, which was not a Man on the Moon album, right? But that's the whole point. This album is gonna sell like a motherfucker, right?
Dude.
So for his last album to sell 200K first week, that's already a fucking accomplishment. And I have no doubt in my head that the physical, because I'm getting a physical album for this one.
Yeah, most definitely.
The physical album is also gonna fucking skyrocket. You're gonna have such a hard time even getting the actual physical
merch.
album. Lil Baby, drop a physical album. I don't give two fucks. The people that listen to your shit don't give two fucks either, because you know, with Lil Baby, the most of this audience is his social media presence, right? With Kid Cudi, you're gonna have a hard time trying to get that physical album itself. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm excited for it actually. I hope it sounds good. And then it says co-produced by Kanye. I'm gonna be like, well, I'm not excited anymore. Any co-production of Kanye really fucks up anybody's creativity because then it becomes Kanye's creativity.
I'm sure Kanye probably put some type of input into it though, because that's like his homie.
He shouldn't.
That's his homie.
He shouldn't.
He probably Kid Cudi probably asked for it.
There was no input from Kanye like that on Man on the Moon 1.
Well,
Man on the Moon 2.
They weren't that cool yet.
That's what I'm saying. And look at those albums and how amazing it was for Kid. It was Kid Cudi and who else? Fuck, what's
Plain
his name?
Pat and Emil, Dr. Genius.
Emil. Plain Pat and Emil, them two were the big presence on Man on the Moon 1 and 2.
Dr. Genius too.
Yep. No Kanye. No Kanye presence, right? Now, let's see at Kanye presence, hard Kanye presence with Kid Cudi. You see Kids See Ghosts.
Wait, actually, hold on. Let's rewind real quick. Kanye became cool with Cudi. Didn't Kanye become cool with Cudi whenever he dropped what's it called? Day and Night? Didn't he become cool with him after that?
After that's when, because that was his biggest song.
But Day and Night was before
Way
Man on the
before.
Moon 2.
Way before. Day and Night, it took a while for Day and Night to even pop up. But if you look at Day and Night's visuals, to this day, those visuals are like crazy.
Yeah. You
Those
know,
are some
that's
crazy
the
visuals.
one thing too that I fucking, when he dropped that trailer, bro, I was just thinking about all the fucking trailers that or all the like little mini clips and videos that he's dropped with his other albums.
The visuals for the music video Day and Night was not of its time.
Bro.
It was Day and Night music video was far beyond its time for a rap song. Day and Night was like in the future.
Bro, the Pursuit of Happiness video, bro.
All of that.
Both of the videos.
Beyond it.
Both of the videos.
Day and Night was kind of on the crazier side of a rapper, right? Because he says he's a rapper, right? For a rapper to drop those type of visuals, that wasn't cool back then. That wasn't, especially in those days, that wasn't what was cool.
When he was in the convenience store.
Those type of visuals is what like nowadays, especially during the whole SoundCloud vibe, those were like the it visuals,
bro.
To look like that, to go into deformed, demonic little pieces of a cartoon character looking evil, but then you turn into him. That was like during the SoundCloud wave, that was huge, right?
Yeah.
And that was popping. Those type of visuals, even to this day, that's a popular visual to promote.
Even his sound, bro.
That whole Day and Night visual was way ahead of its time. Nobody really appreciated those visuals until later on in life. You're like, damn, those visuals are fucking crazy. And it's just he himself. So like, okay, so Man on the Moon 1 and 2, right? You see Emil, Plain Pat, right? All right, now let's go into stuff where Kanye had a huge presence. Because again, Kanye would even say one of his biggest inspirations, especially in music, is Kid Cudi. Kanye took Kid Cudi's sound. Kanye took Kid Cudi's style, especially during those early ages of Kanye, right? You see kind of like
the style.
Yeah, a lot, right? Skinny jeans
with the J's.
Rappers wearing that. No, like they looked at Kid Cudi as a weirdo because of the way he would dress, right? So Kids See Ghost, which in my opinion should be way bigger and way better than what it was, right? It just sounded like it sounded way too much like Kanye was using Kid Cudi as Kid Cudi and not letting Kid Cudi be himself. It was like somebody that sees something and they typically use it as stereotype Kid Cudi. Man on the Moon 1 and 2, what made Kid Cudi, that's because he was just boom himself. But then now who takes the lead in the album? Kids See Ghosts, Kanye. Kanye uses Kid Cudi in the typical Kid Cudi way.
Yeah, and the thing is too, I feel okay. Like I fuck with Kanye's music for the most part, right? I feel like with Kids See Ghost, what a lot of the beats sounded like was like it just sounds like, oh, this motherfucker has a big ass production team.
Exactly.
But like if you go to Kid Cudi, it's Kid Cudi. If you go to Man on the Moon 2, Man on the Moon 1, it's more instrumental. Like the instruments are. It's not like just like doom doom. Like I don't know if that makes sense. There's just more instruments and the instruments flow better.
seemed more fun and genuine in the music making.
It sounds
process.
more, yeah, it sounds more real, more like, okay, if I listen to this live, it's gonna sound like a live band is gonna be able to play this. Whereas to if they do Kids See Ghosts, most of it is gonna be like, okay, let me get a DJ to play this while.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's like, you know, Kids See Ghosts. I really feel like my expectations for that, especially because it's Kanye and Kid Cudi together collabing in an album. Kids See Ghosts sounds badass. All that cool as fuck. But I really do feel Kanye used and always has used Kid Cudi in your stereotype Kid Cudi way.
Yeah, his hums, his hooks,
Everything. Even Kid Cudi even said that.
Yeah, he did say that. He's a black sheep of good music.
When he was in good music, he wasn't being promoted like he should have. When he was the bigger artist than all of them.
Imagine, bro, like being picked up by your fucking inspiration, thinking like, oh, this motherfucker's gonna like help me become the best version of myself.
I don't think in those times, I don't think Kid Cudi has ever said Kanye was his inspiration.
Kanye was not an inspiration to Cudi.
No, it's the other way around. No.
Because he talks about whenever he met Kanye at the Babe store and he went fucking crazy.
It's cool. It's a famous guy you see, but you're not gonna say that's your inspiration.
Well, he was like a big ass dude. Like what I meant, it's like, okay, this guy comes in. Right?
Cudi was more into rock than anything. Cudi was more into that scene, but he was also into rap, like old school rap, this and that. I don't think Cudi has. I've never heard Cudi say that going into music, his inspiration was Kanye. But I've heard Kanye out of his mouth say his inspiration for specific songs and albums comes from Kid Cudi. That sound comes from Cudi. Why? Because Cudi's sound did not come from Kanye.
Yeah.
If his inspiration was Kanye, he would have been sounding a little bit like Kanye. But I've never heard Cudi sound like Kanye. I feel like Cudi was like that first rapper really to bring that whole rock wave into rap. Yeah. When it wasn't cool. Even though rap and rock has collaborated, they've done collaborations in the 80s and 90s.
You remember Slim Biscuit?
All that, right? But never to the point where you actually get this artist that brings the vibes of both. Especially when he first came out, you look at him, right? And it's like, that's a rapper, but that guy also looks like he's into rock. Yeah. The way he dresses, the way he talks. He doesn't seem like your typical gangster rapper. He seems like this kid that's into rock, that knows how to rap, that knows his history about rap, knows his history about rock music. His name is Kid Cudi.
Yeah, and it's, bro, yeah, that's done so much because now like rappers dress like rock stars, right?
Rappers are into rock.
Bro.
Deep into it. Like they'll like Uzi, deep into rock. Trippy, deep into rock, right? And you hear it in their songs. You hear it that's their inspiration. Rock has a lot to do with
fucking it. Travis Scott had Marilyn Manson at fucking...
Yeah, and Travis Scott's biggest inspiration in music is Kid Cudi. I've never heard Travis say my inspiration was Kanye.
Nah.
I've heard very little people say their inspiration is Kanye.
Is he still in good music?
Who?
Travis?
He was never in good music.
Oh, I thought he was part of good music.
No, he was never. No, never.
Ooh, I'm an uncultured swine right now.
Yeah, never. He was signed. Starting off, he was signed to T.I. as a producer.
Oh, really?
Then he was signed underneath Kanye as an artist. So a lot of, because T.I. had Hustle Gang and Travis did a lot of production. He did a lot of production for Hustle Gang, but he was also underneath Kanye as an artist. But then, but it's like, that's all that is. Kanye looked at Kid Cudi as, all right, cool. I'm gonna use you, but as your stereotypical. That's why he's, like only good for my hooks, huh? That's the straight line coming from the way he was being used at good music. Like, you're not really promoting me. You're not using me how it should be. You need me for a song, but you're only going to use me for my hooks. My lyrics are, and that's it. And then I leave.
Whoa.
Like they say, for people to get a Jay-Z collaboration, it's nearly impossible, regardless of who you are, for Jay-Z to ever want to collab with you, right? There's a Kid Cudi Jay-Z collaboration on Jay-Z's album where Kid Cudi actually raps.
Yeah.
Right? That's legendary, right? People don't get that. Kid Cudi got that.
Kid Cudi's amazing.
Yeah, he's amazing. So that was a big rant on why Kid Cudi should get more recognition. Because a lot of people think Kid Cudi gets his recognition because of Kanye. No fucking way. No way. You've never heard Travis Scott saying, I wouldn't have known Kid Cudi if it wasn't for Kanye. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kid Cudi was already on the way there. Man on the Moon 1, 2, there's really no Kanye vibe to it. There's not. Is there any Kanye vibe to Man on the Moon 1 and 2?
Nope.
Nah, right? But then, you know.
We find out, bro, that like on the fucking
Executive.
producer credits, yeah.
But there isn't though, because they would have said something. I don't know. And then you look at the producers that Kid Cudi always shouts out.
That the genius.
Right? That he feels don't get the recognition that they feel. Emil, what's up? Plain Pat, what up? Right? Literally, that's his hooks on some of his songs. Kanye, what's up? No, man. Like, no. But yeah, that's just how I personally feel about Kid Cudi, that he should get a lot of more recognition because he literally paved the way. It's just Kanye was just the one that was the mogul behind that wave, but Kanye has nothing to do with his wave. So yeah, that's how I feel. Any other little questions, tidbits that you want to throw in here before we end the podcast?
No, sir.
No? See, that just sounds like you just want to end the podcast. But we're not going to end it. We got another hour. No, we're going to end it.
All right, so bro, I've been working nonstop the past like 37 hours. Looking at it.
So thank you. So again, guys, we're going to do a giveaway on the next podcast. I'll announce more information and the starting time of all that. Eddie was nice enough to also throw in an extra $100. So now it's $150.
No. 1,000
pennies, which is how much money?
Do the math.
$10.
I'm gonna let you do the math.
$10. You can. Anyways, we can do it where if you do that.
Let's talk about it. I'm sure we could figure something dope out.
Yeah, but then at that point, it's like tag you. Don't tag me.
What?
Don't tag Mental My Smart. Like if you want to give away $50, tag Eddie.
No, tag Mental My Smart.
Tag Eddie and then the biggest producer that you know in Dallas.
Oh my god. No, this is for the podcast.
Yeah, it's an idea I've been having. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. This is Mental My Smart. I am your host, Pedro. This is Eddie.
Pedro.
And I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.
Adios.